All right, so the next one here, Trump will ask Ukraine to lower the draft age. So this is really shameful stuff here. President-elect Donald Trump's incoming national security advisor, Representative Mike Waltz, said Sunday that the Trump administration will ask Ukraine to lower the age of conscription so more troops could be sent to the front line. So that means young Ukrainian men, teenagers. That's what the Trump administration is going to ask Ukraine to do, according to Waltz, is to send teenagers to the front. Under Ukraine's current mobilization laws, the minimum age for conscription is 25. The Biden administration has been calling for Ukraine to lower it to 18, and Waltz made clear that the next administration will do the same thing. He said in an interview with ABC News, quote, "The other thing we are going to need to see is really stabilizing things on the battlefield. And one of the things we'll be asking of the Ukrainians is they have real manpower issues. Their draft age right now is 26 years old. It's 25. He was wrong about that. It's 25 years old, not 18. I don't think a lot of people realize that they could generate hundreds of thousands of new soldiers. So when we hear about morale problems, when we hear about issues on the front line, look, if the Ukrainians have asked the entire world to be all in for democracy, we need them to be all in for democracy," end quote. So Waltz framed the call to conscript younger Ukrainians and the need to stabilize the front as necessary to end the war. He said Trump will be speaking with Russian President Vladimir Putin soon, possibly in the coming days and weeks, and will be working to form relationships needed to end the conflict. He said, quote, "From President Trump's perspective, you can't enter a deal if you don't have some type of relationship and dialogue with the other side, and we will absolutely establish that in the coming months," end quote. So on the campaign trail and in press conferences since the election, Trump has lamented the fact that so many Ukrainians and Russians are being killed in the war. Waltz even acknowledged in this news segment that the front lines are a meat grinder, yet he's saying they got to send younger people in there. And his comments basically suggest that the Trump administration will continue supporting the conflict, continue fueling this proxy war, at least in an effort to gain leverage for a deal with Russia. So they're saying they want a deal, that they want the war to end, but they're making it clear it's not like it's going to end right away. They want to get some leverage. And I guess they think the only way that they can is to get more Ukrainians thrown into that meat grinder, get them to build up their force.